Ha! I figured it out. Outlaw Jesse James is Brenda's horse. So you guys may have noticed over the last couple of months that Amazon Dragon is showing up in our barn without a stable moniker, stable under it. Who else? Crooksy is racing tonight. State of Play. So this lady had messaged New Nelly, had met us last year at the open house that Kelly had put on, the classes that Kelly put on all last year for anybody to come out, and Brenda was one of the people, and she had reached out to us. She had some horses with other trainers and didn't have much luck, and I told her I can't guarantee you luck. I can guarantee we're going to do what we can, but I can't guarantee you luck. So Brenda sent some horses over to us, and one of them is a Big Jim colt, brother to Crooksy, who's racing tonight. His name is Outlaw Jesse James. It was bugging me. I thought I was losing my mind. I'm like, who the hell is Outlaw Jesse James? Because I never knew the name of the Big Jim colt. I just knew it was a Big Jim colt. Call him Big Jim colt. His name is Outlaw Jesse James. Real Fear. I know where I got this guy. Lexington, day 5. I'm not going to tout a Fear of the Dragon. I wasn't happy with Luck of the Dragon last year, but I can tell you right now, I am very impressed with Real Fear. Only had him a few days. Gone with him a couple of times. I like that. I like his attitude on the track. He's bouncing. He's playing. He likes his work. Something that a lot of the horses, definitely the Fear of the Dragon we had last year, he didn't like his work. He did it because you made him. He did it because you asked him sternly. And he could do it well when he put his mind to it. But that whole not caring and not really worrying about how hard he did his work and putting a full effort in, I think that really played a role right into his racing career. It doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes it does, and I think it did for this guy. So we sold him. He can go and try not to work for someone else. But for us, just wasn't a good fit. Real Fear is quite the opposite. He's out there playing and bouncing, having a great time, and loves his work. So I like the start we've got with Real Fear for sure. As a well-bred horse, his brother, I think I drove. I definitely raced against him numerous times. But Real Rocker, I know who did drive him a lot was Billy Davis Jr. Billy drove Real Rocker quite a bit. I know he bounced around. Actually kept my training for a bit now that I think of it. Real Rocker, nice old horse, raced around some pretty decent claimers in the Mohawk area. Second dam, I believe, is the dam of Artistena. Strongly bred horse, good looking body, nice conformation. Top marks all around for Real Fear. Rosita's Dream is another horse we bought in Illinois. My top pick of the Illinois sale. He sold it quite quickly. Unlike the other two, which did not yet. We'll be working on that over the next 2 weeks. But Rosita's Dream, love this colt. Can't wait to see him train down. Silent Assassin is now in Ontario. I shipped her back. She's in Harry's barn right now. This is the Devious Man filly that we had bought in Illinois at the first sale. It's odd that we bought a New York bred in Illinois, but we did. And Silent Assassin is now at Tamiko Training Center in Shed Row number 9. Sipping on My Shine is over here in Ohio right now. Very nice horse. I love this colt. This is a good looking horse. Can't wait to get this guy home, especially Amy loves Sipping on My Shine. Amy has a number of these picks in here. Amy was the pick. Leaps and Bounds was Amy. We looked at her. I liked her, but Amy loved her. So Leaps and Bounds is an Amy pick. Where might you be going there, Blue Elantra? No? You're just going to get stuck in the way? Okay. My Lord. It's quite the drive. This truck's going to speed up and go out in front of this Elantra. Look at this guy. What a meathead. Some people just should not be on the road. This is definitely one of them. Anyway, whatever. Sipping on My Shine. Can't wait to get this colt home. Really, really like him, the way he trots. Just really good looking colt. Sir Strong. This is our Muscle Hill colt. This ties into another video we did talking about smaller breeders and how they kind of get screwed, especially in a sale like Lexington. They get gobbled up. And I can assure you, Sir Strong should have went for more money than he did. $25,000 didn't even cover the stud fee of Muscle Hill at the time. So their loss is our gain, I hope. Good looking colt. Really, really happy with Sir Strong. Tactical Mounds, I told you guys about the updates. One of our clients took it to heart and bought all the shares. All of them remaining on Tactical Mounds. This is a filly, third foal from the mare. The second foal was a Chapter 7 that brought $110,000 last year and was one of my top picks of the entire sale. And then after the sale, that horse was exported to Sweden. Now, that horse was exported to Sweden. Nobody updated the sales company. There was no updates in this horse. So if you were looking at the filly, much like my wife did, she says, Anthony, you know, and again, at $27,000, it was a slam dunk. But before we started bidding on her, she said, it doesn't bother you that the first mare is 0 for 2? I said, I remember the second foal from last year. Tactical 7. 7 mounts, sorry. I said, I don't remember specifically. I remember the name. And I remember she went for a lot of money. Now, we didn't know at the time. We had to look it up. It was $110,000. I can't remember if I even got to bid on her, but I loved her at the time. So I happened to see the breeder just in front of us. Sanina's, right? Springhaven Farms. I said, Sanina, whatever happened with the 7 mounts? She was fairly animated, a little angry. She said, I updated the sale. I updated the auctioneers. I asked them to read the statement saying that she had been exported to Sweden after the sale. She's training fine. Nobody said a word. I said, really? This is after I had purchased the filly, obviously, but she was not happy about the fact that they didn't read it. Now, you may say it wouldn't have changed. It may not have. It may not have, but I can tell you this much. I would have probably went to 40. And all it would have taken is one other person hearing this, remembering, because not everybody got to ask Sanina, right? So the sale goes quick. Maybe somebody would have heard 7 mounts. Remember the horse from the year before. This horse was a $110,000 yearling, exported to Sweden. It's training in Sweden. But nothing was said, so no one knows. All I know is $27,000 for tactical mounts. Slam dunk. In my mind. Again, it doesn't matter what I say. People are going to see this and don't have anything to say. They're going, oh, Anthony's at it again, talking about steals and slam dunks and blah, blah, blah. Nothing matters. You're only going to know who a slam dunk was or a steal next July or August, maybe. I'm not going to know right now, but when I'm talking about what I'm happy with is the person who procures the yearlings for the stable.ca. Yeah, I'll call it a slam dunk if I damn well want to. How's that? Because I believe it was. Tailgate Buzz. Here, slam dunk. How do you like that? Burr hopping colt. I wasn't even going to bid on him. I thought he'd bring 40 or 50,000. Why wouldn't he? Tipsy and Dixie's made 115, won multiple stake races. That's the Muscle Mass sister. Oh, by the way, the full sister, she made 70,000, took a mark of 55-2 in a Grand Circuit race, because the Arden is, by the way, and was third in the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes final. 70,000 made. So yeah, her full brother, good-looking colt that I visited at the farm and did a video of. Yeah, shouldn't really have brought $1 less than 40 or 50. He brought 22. So once again, slam dunk. How you like that? Twin Cedars All-Star. I can't get too high in the Illinois horse. I don't know if they're any good or what they're going to do. I know that Lou's Legacy is the #1 sire in Illinois. And I know that Twin Cedars All-Star was a very good horse with a very good yearling video. Now, it's a great story here. I'll give it to you quick. I've already given it to you a couple of times. I had Rob Ridoff look at these horses, and Rob said, I looked at the video of Twin Cedars All-Star. It looked awesome. Big, strong, good-looking colt. Go and look at him, Anthony. It looks like he's been in the stall for a month. Not a good look at a sale. You can tell the difference. So he asked the guy, what's the story with this colt? He looks a little weak. He said, yeah, he is weak. He gets sick after we did his video. He gets really sick for about a week, 10 days. He's fine now, but we just couldn't put weight on him quick enough. So we couldn't do much with him. I felt bad for them. It felt good for us. We ended up getting him for next to nothing. This was a horse I rather liked. Great pedigree, great looking video. He looked like shit in real life. No, he was cracked. Conformationally speaking, he was great. But he just looked a little weaker. He looked like a horse that got sick. And unfortunately, you get penalized for stuff like that. Nobody wants to buy a weaker looking colt. You can't look strong if you can't work because he's sick. He hasn't been sick a day since we got him. So I don't think there's been any relapses or any issues of his health, because the horses looked like $1 million since the day we got him, and now he does look big and strong. So again, those of you in Illinois, wake up. Too many shares left of these last two horses. Una Madonna. I could gush over Una Madonna, how much I like her. She's a little goofy. She gave the blacksmith a going over yesterday. She's a little goofy, but I'll tell you what, nice filly. I put her in the jog right. She didn't act up. Never reared up, never flipped out. She did everything perfect. Very, very happy with Una Madonna. Everything about her. I love this filly. And until she gives me a reason not to, I'm going to stay loving her. She looked great in a video. She looked great in the pedigree. She looked great at the sale. She looks great in the stall. She looks great on the track. She just looks great. Una Madonna, very much like. Very lucky to have her. And again, worth mentioning while we're on the subject, wouldn't have had her without our clients. Victor Cruz, we're going to geld Victor Cruz next week. He's just like Confederate Cruiser. Maybe a little, they tell me he's a little bigger than Confederate Cruiser was. He was a little smurf. But this guy, a little dirty streak in him. Now, the other day I went over and Joe said, nah, he's not that big. I think it was Joe. What did he chase him? Oh, he's better now. I don't care. We're going to castrate him. He doesn't need his nuts. They're coming out immediately. They'll be out this week. But he does everything right, aside from the little streak that he has sometimes. Warwi Yuri, I talked about him in an earlier video. I don't really know why our lots in Ontario haven't moved as quickly as the Ohio partnership or the Lexington partnership. It's actually been quite frustrating. They're going to open up in the next 4 days. And Warwi Yuri, I mean, I really struggle to figure out why people weren't buying into that particular bucket. In particular, Gandalf the Black looks awesome. And Warwi Yuri, I'm simply shocked that these horses aren't sold out. Warwi Yuri's a Cadabra brother to Warwi Roo. The entire family, top to bottom, is fantastic. Cadabra was one of the few Ontario sires. I shouldn't say few as in literally few. There wasn't many Ontario sires in my generation that were so present consistently on the world stage as Cadabras were, right? There's some, you see Shadow Play's doing well. Obviously, I had to walk back my Shadow Play thoughts. You see Shadow Play's doing well. You see Better Light. Now he's down in Ontario, but he's still doing, lots of them are still doing well. There's been a number of horses over the year, Balanced Image when I was much younger, but not many horses made such an impact on the world stage that were Ontario-only sired horses. Cadabra's one of them, and you know, to think that you took Cadabra, who's a world-class stallion, and bred him to Warwi Roo's mother. Warwi Roo, by the way, was a majestic son. There is no comparison between the two on this planet or any other universe. Majestic son of War and Cadabra, there's no comparison. This is a good-looking colt. He trots great. I thought he'd wreck everything when we got him. He's so big, strong colt. No, he did everything right. Got a good head on his shoulders, smart eyes, nice colt. What a mission! I love this colt from day one. Great video on this colt. Great story behind him too. We were the underbidders on his sister. I think his last year won too, but I can't say for certain. But I know 100% for certain I was the underbidder on the first sister to Barndall. Barndall made $800,000, won 66 races. The sister, I was in at 40. She went for 42, I believe, and was horrible. I don't think it ever took a lifetime mark, to be honest. The next one, I know we bid on it. Similar fate, I believe. And now this is the first colt from the family. He looks awesome on the track. It's What a Mission I'm talking about. He looks fantastic on the track. Whispering Song looks really, really nice on the track too. Does her work well. All the Enterprises, a little clunky up front, I think. Feed them a little weight, maybe toe weights or just bell boots even. And I think they'll come more straightforward for us. But very happy with Whispering Song. And then wouldn't it be nice? Listen, guys, this is a $9,000 He's Watching filly, and all she does is pace on the track. All she does is pace on the track. She looks fantastic. I know that I've only gone with her one time. Greg goes to her every day and says she's just a tank on the track. Can't wait to see her start trading down. So aside from some really nice trotters, we actually do got some really nice pacers. Some more coming in this week, as I said. 2 coming from Pennsylvania. They'll be broken Ohio and start going over here. 3 coming from Lexington. 1 coming from Kingston, Ontario, I believe. So another 6 horses joining our fray. So aside from those 6, that makes 45. I think Amy has missed a couple also. I think there's 47 at the stable right now. We're getting full. Cup's getting a little bit full. So again, circling back to, I say that a lot now, getting back to the video I had on Harrisburg. Let me know what you'd like to do in Harrisburg. If it's crickets, and I just don't hear from a lot of people heading into Harrisburg, I'm going to only buy 1 or 2 horses. So I'm not going to get down to Harrisburg and, you know, spend all year being frugal, spend all year asking you guys to help me out in the sales and to buy these shares up, and then just go down and spend like a lunatic. I'm not going to do that. I like the way this year is heading. I appreciate all your help, very, very much so. And I'm waiting to hear your thoughts on the Harrisburg sale coming up. So we'll talk to you all very soon. I hope you're having a great weekend. Take care.